Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nurul Athirah Piti Muhammad Said, and I'm going to be the first presenter for the movie that we choose, which is Up in the Air. Now, I'm going to explain about the synopsis of the movie. Up in the Air was released on 2009. It's an American comedy drama film directed by Jaden Reitman. The film is about Ryan Bingham, who works for a human resources consultancy firm specializing in employment termination assistance. His work constantly takes him around the world conducting company layoffs on behalf of the employers. While traveling, Ryan meets a woman named Alex, a professional who also flies frequently to everywhere. They begin a casual relationship, meeting up in various cities as their respective schedules allow. Ryan is recalled to his company's office in Omaha, Nebraska. Natalie Kinner, a young, ambitious new hire, promotes cutting costs by conducting layoffs via video conferencing. Ryan raises concern that the new system is impersonal and apathetic, and argues that Natalie lacks understanding about the firing process and how to handle emotionally vulnerable. Ryan's boss loves the idea, but wants Ryan to take Natalie on the road with him to show her how he does it. It proves to be a life lesson for Natalie after one of her counseling sessions goes wrong. Ryan also learns that some of the choices he's made have not always been the correct one.
Who the fuck are you, man?
Excellent question. Who the fuck am I? Poor Steve has worked here for 7 years. He's never had a meeting with me before, or passed me in the hall, or told me a story in the break room. And that's because I don't work here. I work for another company that lends me out to pussies like Steve's boss who don't have the balls to sack their own employees. And in some cases for good reason. Because people do crazy shit when they get fired.
The first thing that I'm going to critique is about inappropriate behavior. Appropriate behavior is when someone does good things and possibly gets a reward, good and behave. As for inappropriate behavior means a member's action which may be impeding an individual's ability to optimally function in society. Inappropriate behavior include disrespectful behavior, sexual harassment, bullying, and violence. Employees displaying inappropriate behavior can affect the workplace negatively. If employers fail to address and correct bad workplace behavior, negative consequences such as poor morale, employee stress, damage to reputation, and employee turnover might occur. During the 7 years Steven working at the company, he never greeted his colleague, never engaged with any meetings, and everyone feels uncomfortable around him. So, the company decided to fire him, and his decision made him express his anger towards Ryan as the one who conveyed the fired message. He scattered Ryan's desk and made a mess in front of everyone. The effect of this is Steven's hot-tempered invites problems with his employee. It also might invite more problems regarding the company deals with investors in the future too. The recommendation for this, I think Steven should improve his attitude that suits his age more and try to be calm with his feelings so that everyone can feel comfortable around him.
My name is Miss Keener, and I'm here today to talk about your options.
I worked for this company for 17 years, and they sent a fourth grader to can me. What the fuck is this?
It's perfectly normal to be upset. However, the sooner you can tell yourself that greater opportunities are waiting for you.
Opportunities? I'm 57 fucking years old.
Anybody who ever built an empire or changed the world sat where you are now. And it's because they sat there that they were able to do it.
For the second scene is aggressive communication. Aggressive communication is described as expressing your feelings and opinions strongly and as they occur. Clients were taught the verbal characteristics of aggressive communication, such as shouting, yelling, blaming, and being verbally abusive. In this scene, Mr. Samuel used abusive and rude words after he lost his position at the company, represented by Miss Natalie Keener. The effect of this is all those abusive words from Mr. Samuel is a reflection of himself as a negative person. This may affect him to apply another job in the future or another company. The recommendation for this scene is Mr. Samuel should try to use good words when speaking and try to be patient first before asking the reasons of his firing after 17 years at the company to Miss Natalie, so he would understand what is the problem with him.
Barnes, part of a 30-person reduction a few weeks back in Wichita. Natalie fired her.
Fired dozens of people a day.
She killed herself, jumped off a bridge.
Fuck.
I need to know if you remember any woman that gave you any signals, depression.
They're all depressed. We're fired.
Hey, I need to ask you this stuff, okay?
No, I don't remember anything. I think that they...
You don't remember any woman that gave you any signals? Anything at all, Ryan?
No, nothing stands out. Natalie, all right?
Natalie quit. She quit. Text message. Yeah, fucking nice, right? No one's got any manners anymore.
For the third scene is unethical employee. Unethical employee behavior is becoming an increasingly serious problem for organizations nowadays. It can take many forms, ranging from theft to disclosure of confidential information to the misrepresentation of products and services. The adverse impact of such behavior includes inventory shrinkage, lawsuits, and also fines. In this scene, Miss Natalie did not send any resignation letter to her employer after she heard about the suicide case of the person she fired before. The effect of this is that Mrs. Natalie might be sued or need to pay fines to her company, as the company have to send letter of termination to Miss Natalie. Letter of termination is letter from an employer to an employee containing pertinent details surrounding their termination. It is typically used as a formal notice to the employee and also an official record of the fact that the employee has been terminated. The suggestion for this is Miss Natalie was supposed to submit a resignation letter notice to her company maybe month or week before, just as the way she got the job at the first place. And now I'm going to pass the presentation to the next presenter, ZAIHANEE.
Joining us.
I'm here to be fired, right?
Well, we're here to talk about your future.
You don't have to sugarcoat it. I get the drill. What are they offering?
Inside the packet, you'll find a clearly worked out severance package.
Give me the bullet points.
It's actually pretty good. 3 months pay, 6 months medical, and a full year of placement services through our company, CTC.
Placement services. That's generous.
Commonly, it takes 1 month of searching for every $10,000 you expect to earn in salary.
So I could be looking for a while.
Not necessarily.
Don't even sweat it. I'm pretty confident about my plans.
Really?
Yeah. There's this beautiful bridge by my house. I'm gonna go jump off it.
Natalie! Hey! Natalie! People say these things all the time. It's part of the trade.
Did you?
Yeah, I mean, they say crazy things that get worked up.
She was really calm.
I think that's a good sign.
So they don't ever actually do it.
No, it's just talk.
How do you know? Do you follow up?
I mean, no, nothing good's gonna come of that, but I wouldn't worry about it. This is what we do, Natalie. We take people at their most fragile and we set them adrift.
Assalamualaikum to Madam Irma and fellow viewers. As a second presenter, I am ZAIHANEE binti Zainal ABIDIN from class HM2423A1. We'll continue on our critique on the movie Up in the Air. Now we shall move on to the critical incident number 4, that is motivating and supporting colleague. Based on the clip we watched just now, we saw that as a trainee, there was her first working session with Ryan. And after firing the lady, she ran out of the building feeling troubled and stressed, afraid that the lady who expressed her suicidal intention would probably make it into reality. And knowing that that lady's intention is something out of their control, Ryan tried to motivate and support Natalie by sharing his work experiences and explaining to her about the job expectations. Ryan explained to Natalie just how their job is done and how it works as a motivation for her to keep moving forward. Natalie felt better after the conversation and was able to continue her work.
Your children's admiration is important to you?
Yeah, it was.
Well, I doubt they ever admired you, Bob.
Hey, asshole, aren't you supposed to be consoling me?
I'm not a shrink, Bob. I'm a wake-up call. You know why kids love athletes?
I don't know, because they screw lingerie models.
No, that's why we love athletes. Kids love athletes because they follow their dreams. How much did they first pay you to give up on your dreams?
27 grand a year.
And when were you going to stop and come back and do what makes you happy?
Good question.
Handling the job with good planning shall be the critical incident number 5. As we could see from the video clip, Natalie failed to comfort or to reason with the man that they are firing. And during this incident, they are supposed to make the man calm and accept the fact that he is fired. Failing to do so, Ryan took the lead and tried to comfort the man by talking about his past dream and about his skills in cooking. Ryan suggested to him that maybe this is the time where he could pursue his dream in being a cook. This is where we could see that Ryan has been doing advanced background research on the person, and that helped a lot in getting his job done. And also this shows how important it is to do our homework first before handling a case with our client.
Global. Our global must become local. This company keeps 23 people on the road at least 250 days a year. It's expensive and it's inefficient. When I came to Craig 3 months ago with this, he told me, and quite astutely, it's only a problem if you have a solution. Well, today I stand before you with just that. You all know Ned in reception. Today I'm gonna fire Ned. Sorry, Ned. I'm sure HR will hire you back this afternoon.
We'll see about that.
Now, Ned could be any employee in any one of our clients' locations worldwide. Strategy packets would be shipped in advance. Ned would be given a seat and find one of our transition specialists waiting for him. Mr. Laskin, the reason we're having this conversation is your position is no longer available.
I don't understand. I'm fired?
Hearing the words you've been let go is never easy. Change is always scary. But consider the following. Anybody who ever built an empire or changed the world sat where you are now. And it's because they sat there that they were able to do it.
My fucking line.
Well, what happens now?
This is the first step of a process that will end with you in a new job that fulfills you.
Yeah, but how does it work?
I want you to take the packet in front of you. Review it. All the answers you're looking for are inside. Start filling out the necessary information, and before you know it, you'll be on your way to new opportunities. Now, Ned, I need you to go back to your desk and start putting together your things. As a favor to me, I'd appreciate it if you didn't spread the news just yet. Panic doesn't help anyone.
I understand.
Based on our last video clip, we came to the last critical incident number 6, that is constructive ideas and solutions. Natalie showed her constructive ideas and solutions by doing a role play on the job. And with the help from Ned, who is also a colleague, Natalie demonstrated on how they can do their job without having to travel a lot and may do the task from the office. And by giving step-by-step solutions, it would give him some hope that everything will be alright and somehow comforted him. And this kind of a role play or training is really important to improve one's skill and knowledge. This event also gave Natalie comfort and confidence when handling her work, as she managed to find ideas and solutions for her department, resulted in her getting respect and attention from her superior. Going into the conclusion, we could see that there are many negative and positive things that happen at any workplace, even in professional fields. And negative behaviors must be avoided, and if happened, action must be taken to set example to the others. And besides that, this movie showed just how important it is to have a two-way communication, whether it be from employee to employee or staff to client or customers. We need to pay attention, lend our ears in order to understand a situation before we can come up with ideas or solutions. And not forgetting, we must avoid using inappropriate or vulgar words at the workplace, especially towards each other and clients or customers. And most importantly, it is best to equip ourselves with knowledge and the needed skills in completing our job or tasks. We shall take any possible opportunity to grow and develop our knowledge and skills from time to time. Psychologically, being supportive towards each other is the key to success for the company and to all individuals, as it creates positive vibes and giving peace of mind to everyone in an organization. I believe that is all from us. Have a nice day ahead. Bye-bye.